evening, we find ourselves at the Pergolaces Art Fag Cafe in downtown Santa Cruz, California. And we're interviewing one of the young gentlemen that we've met here this evening. And I guess the first question on my mind is, sir, is how do you feel about parties?
Party? Oh,
Yeah.
Party's cool. Yeah, party's good. I'm down.
So, let me ask you this. What do you feel you bring to the party? What do you add to the party?
What, you mean partying or in general?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would...
Like in a tribe, everybody has their roles, like gathering and servicing and whatnot, and hand jobbery. And I'm just wondering, what do you feel is your role in the party community?
Well, I try to be a drug dumpster. I wear horns, and I have as much fun as I can.
No, I got you on that one. I hear you there. I'd like to get a little personal, if I may. So tell me about your first orgasm.
It was to Depeche Mode, and I was 13.
Yeah? Were you alone? Was your mother there?
Yeah,
That's fascinating. Did anything come out?
I think so.
So, what is the grossest thing that, you've ever done or has ever happened to you on a date? Dating.
On a date?
Yeah.
I don't really date. I try to get them drunk if I really like them.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that one. They write these questions for me, I've never been on a date myself. Unless you consider, paid dates, as they say, paid dates, as they say, in quotation marks. But, perhaps when you were 13 or very young, never, one date perhaps, or, like a hot dog date, just anything.
Did I? Oh yeah, I think I did, like once. Yeah, I had an Italian food. It wasn't very memorable.
No, I definitely hear you on that one. I definitely met my baby's daddy mama at the bars, and that's, the old-fashioned way is the best way. It's best to stick to the good norms. I like to hang out by the bathroom, down by the bathrooms in the back. I think that's where, I meet a lot of nice people down there. So, how do you... I'm just wondering, I think a lot about being funny. I worry about being funny. We talk a lot about this on this show, and, I've been making a film recently about comedy and humor and how to be funny, and I'm wondering if there's any secrets that you might know about how to be funnier, because it's really important, being funny is the key to popularity. Don't you think?
It is?
It can be,
Okay.
Well,
I'm not really that funny. I don't know.
do people ever think you're funny? Or ask you if you're funny, or say, oh, that's such a great joke, Ever? No? Never?
No, hell no, dude.
No?
No. Why would they do that?
I don't know if you've ever tried this, but I find hanging out with people that are more drunker or fucked up than you are at work, then they think you're funnier. I don't know. Also saying, after a joke you say, this is the end of the joke. It is time to laugh. And that helps so much.
Well, I think that people think that my life is kind of funny. But I don't think that, I'm really that funny in person.
So, let me ask you this. Do you think that people are born funny? Is it something that you can learn? Something like that, through a lot of therapy and hard work that you can get to, What do you think about that?
Oh, no, I think they're born funny,
So it's like finite. Either you're funny or you're not.
Yeah, either like you like telling jokes or not.
So to you, being funny means telling a lot of jokes, like with punchlines and stuff.
Well, I don't know. It depends on your definition of funny. I like it a little bit. I'm kind of dry.
Like self-deprecating.
No, not really self-deprecating. I try not to do that, but just kind of cold wit occasionally.
So this whole time, I'm sure you've noticed, but I've definitely been, checking out the package, and I just wonder if you could tell the folks at home how come you're so good looking.
Because I am.
I guess I mean to say, like, what made you that way? Did you get any serums or injections? Is there a special trick you've got? Let us know.
Well, I was conceived in the woods.
That's a good recipe for sexy children.
I think that definitely is a big part of who I am.
So, what you're saying is that to get a really stellar-looking child, it's best to go to some sort of, awesome party-type event and drop lots of acid and bang somebody in a tree?
Well, I just think that they should do it in the woods at least once, You don't necessarily have to conceive there. Pool table's also are good.
So, have you ever, heard your parents having sex?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you ever, walk in on them?
No. Did you?
No, but one time I was taking care of my younger siblings, and they were crying, and I was overwhelmed, and they kept trying to go downstairs, and I heard these weird sounds coming out of my parents' bedroom, and I didn't really know what they were at the time, but now I do, and I was like standing there for like 20 minutes being like, Mom, hey, hey Mom, the babies, and later I realized that Henry the milkman, well, they just don't usually stay that long in everybody else's house, I guess. Did you ever hear anybody else's parents having sex?
I think I would be more okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think it's funny, that whole thing where people are so upset by the idea of the fact that their parents as sexual beings or whatever. But, it's where we all came from, so I find that interesting.
Well, I like making those noises. I just don't like it, yeah.
Have you ever had a sex dream about anyone in your family?
No. Have you?
No, of course not. Of course not. That never happened. I've never.
Wait, I had a sex dream that involved Michael Jackson, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
It started out as a really good one. Like, I was having this really raw sex with, like, this beautiful woman. And then I closed my eyes, and when I opened them, it was Michael Jackson. So I closed my eyes again.
Well, to each his own, I suppose. Yeah, a friend of mine is making a documentary about his life and times.
He made really good music.
Yeah. Yeah, he made good memories for people, too, about memorable things.
Well, I would say not so much.
Well, to each his own, I suppose. In your youth, did you ever consider yourself death rock or gothic and industrial?
Yeah.
Did you ever listen to Christian industrial music?
Oh, hell no. Are you kidding?
No, it's a real thing. I just found out tonight. Also, I don't know if you knew, but there's such a thing as Christian dubstep.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Well, I think the satanic community's...
Oh,
I don't
comes
know.
to your bracelet? Did you make it yourself?
Uh-huh. It's rock and roll. Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Captain Party says,
Try not to be such a fucking baby about everything so much, okay?